I really do value Colin's friendship, which I've really enjoyed for a number of years. It's over, I've finished apparently, I don't know my friendship. I've had to lean on him at certain times, and it's always been so good to him, you know, so good to me, to go to him with, my friendship's been good to him, but you know. He's always been there when I've needed to lean on him, and he's always been able to offer, when I've had emotional crises, he's been able to say, I'm not good with emotions, do you want a drink? And I think that is Colin, I mean, for a lot of us. He's been able to help me at work too, and I know by the turnout tonight, and I know the fact that when he walks into a room, people are really pleased to see him. I am absolutely delighted to call him my friend.
Although the party has been held today, my birthday is actually on the 4th of March. And I had an unforgettable day as the lovely Allison took me up the Shard for a birthday treat. So, the mathematicians amongst you will have now worked out that as this is the 50th birthday, my date of birth is the 4th of March 1964. I wondered whether I shared my birthday with anyone famous, and I do. Prince Moulay Hakim of Morocco, who, as you all know, is the son of the current king Mohammed VI, was born on the same day.
Fancy that.
Reading on. March the 4th, 1964 was a Wednesday. And apart from mine and Prince Moulay's arrivals in the world, nothing much happened that day. The most exciting things I discovered were that the President of Finland, Urho Kekkonen, began a state visit of Poland as the guest of General Secretary Władysław Gomułka. I like this to be educational. And Duke of Prague lost 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund in the quarter-finals of the European Cup. But I'm sure Ben Thomas already knew that boring and insignificant sporting fact. If you didn't, shame on you. I'd now like to say a few thank yous. Julian Cook for DJing the first part of the evening. I didn't say applause. I know it makes me sound old, but it's true. They don't write tunes like that anymore. Sham Rabi Lale for her cake. I'm sure she could win the Great British Bake Off. Stephanie for the stylish invites. Lisa, Sarah and everyone else that helped with the dressing of this room. I've now got, I go off script here, I've got a bold bit that says, I've written here, thank anybody involved in anything I didn't know about. Basically, Ben Thomas for that quiz, he referred to a car accident. I accept it as my fault, he nearly died, but I'm starting to think if I had hit that car in front a bit harder, I wouldn't have had that embarrassing quiz. But thank you, Ben. All those memories you brought back in front of my friends, family and work colleagues. I can never repay you, although I know you are 50 in 4 years' time. And I've had a really nice chat with your mum and dad in the corner. So I've got lots of quizzes, there'll be more than 10 questions, trust me. Of course, Gary, I didn't know that either. I'd heard the word compare. As I say, I think he'd been drinking, but they were lovely words. They were all true, but he was great, as you all know. I'd also like to thank David and Amy for their live music. I know they put a lot of time and effort into practicing tonight. Please give them a big round of applause. I have to be honest, David and Amy, when Allison said that her brother and sister-in-law were musicians and they'd like to do a set, I was a bit worried. guys here tonight as a musician as well. I think they were actually very good. Now I'd like to say, as their recently appointed manager, I'm now taking bookings on their behalf. I can assure you that once I've deducted my professional fees and other miscellaneous expenses, Paul Barker will understand what I'm talking about, David and Amy can expect at least a whole £10 from each gig.
Too generous.
Last but not least, there is one more person I have to thank. I mentioned earlier our party project manager, Allison. Without her, none of this would have happened. I found out over the last few weeks that she's very good at keeping secrets. Some people in relationships might call that lying. All this has been done, seriously, with me only having a vague or no idea at all of what was being planned. Her organisational skills have made this possible. She's been brilliant. Who else would have the confidence to pick a venue next to a canal and invite Dave Johnson? She has even made provisions to protect Dave should he venture too near to the water. We have inflatable armbands and a life ring, Dave, which you can collect if you want to go out onto the balcony for a smoke. He's a champion cycle rider and likes riding along. If you have a drink in your hand, please raise it in toast to our party project manager, to Allison. Now, it's been a great night so far, but it's not over yet. We now enter the disco part of the evening, and I want to see you all strutting your tail feathers and making shapes on the floor. All that dancing, however, will make you very thirsty, but don't worry, the bar will be open till late. And I'm allowed to drink now, so you can all buy me one. So, thanks again for coming tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all again at my 100th party in 2064. Put it in your diaries now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Colin. Happy birthday to you.
Go away, go away.
I have 50-year-old lungs, so I might need some help.
One, two, three.
Rubbish! Ooh.
Come on, a few words.
I'm not singing things, but I've got a mix to rock the fox. So if you're with me, get your shoes off, get your shoes on, and do it, because it's happening right now. Get on the dance floor and dance. And yes, darling, I love you. Happy 50th.